On to the latest coming in from the national capital, where the massive fire at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, which was reported to have been brought under control, has now spread again to the 5th floor. The fire, which started at about 5 p.m., had been contained, but it started raging yet again later in the evening. The fire engulfed the 5th floor of the building. Seeing the magnitude of the blaze, the National Disaster Relief Force, or NDRF personnel, have been called in as well. They have reached the spot. 2 teams from the NDRF at the hospital. The massive fire erupted in the microbiology lab that's on the 2nd floor of the teaching block. It then spread quickly to other floors. 34 fire tenders and nearly 200 firefighters managed to contain the fire in a little over 2 hours. And it was reported that the cooling down operations had also started. The fire then, in the latest, has been reported to have engulfed the 5th floor now. The patients at the hospital, especially those in the emergency ward, had been shifted to other wings as a precautionary measure, while some patients were shifted to the Safdarjung Hospital as well, situated near AIIMS. While the emergency ward of the hospital had been shut down earlier, the firefighters have been trying to control the fire, which has now spread to the ventilation shafts in the building. The fire department has said that no lives have been lost due to the massive fire. Not many people were present on that specific floor where the fire erupted. Several precautionary measures have been taken by the hospital authorities. Teams of the NDRF being brought in, looking at the magnitude of the fire. This fire erupted at about 5 p.m. and has now engulfed the 5th floor, after it was earlier reported that it had been brought under control and that the cooling down operations were also underway. It has been reported that the fire has now spread onto the 5th floor through the ventilation shafts, and the firefighting operations are continuing. The firefighters are racing against time to try and contain the blaze there, which has now engulfed the 5th floor. As a precautionary measure, the patients in the emergency ward were shifted out to other wings, also to the Safdarjung Hospital, situated right next to AIIMS. Several patients on ventilator had also been shifted out. We've been speaking to a number of experts who have also been telling us that smoke management has been one of the most crucial factors of that operation, which continues. The fire has been raging on at the country's, one of the country's biggest hospitals since 5 p.m. This is the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in the national capital.